Hey kids, we're live at the Secret Stash with Mike, Julia, and Christian. It's a hella bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd button on repeat and we're gonna smash. Come on in, I assure you that we're open shoe polish on our signs cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bringing out the big guns when we coming through. Welcome to the stage. Come on, enjoy the cast. Hurry up, don't come in last. You know we love it, the Secret Stash.
Good evening, Mike.
Good evening. Wow.
Welcome to our new timetable for doing live from the Secret Stash.
Yeah, let's check this out, folks.
I can dig it. I'm one of 3 hosts, one virtually today, but I'm Christian Cortez, joined always by
Michael Zapsik, and joining us virtually, the beautiful, talented, and lovely.
Julia Zapsik.
There we go.
I did that the other day in a picture, and somebody
Yes.
from England told me that I was being. I triggered him.
What
Really?
He's like, oh my god, that's offensive.
is it?
Doing one of these,
That's
I
a peace sign is offensive?
I guess if you're not doing it that way. If you're doing it that way, I think in England it
Mm.
means go f yourself.
Oh, okay.
I think I don't know because
Interesting.
I'm American.
Yeah, well, I'm going to apologize in advance. The reason why I'm remote today is because I'm on a second round of antibiotics for a really nasty sinus infection that just doesn't want to seem to leave me. So I'm going to be on and off camera. If I go into a coughing fit, I'm going to be like, bye. And then I'll come back on camera. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't drag myself out
Hey.
tonight. So, but
It's all good.
And
As
s-
long-
And I want to tell Steve, yes.
Hmm?
He said, "Oh, brother," and if that's in regard to what somebody wrote on that, a comment on that picture, you bet, "Oh, brother." It's like you can't do anything without offending somebody. So,
Very true.
Okay.
But we
and
hope
holy shit, I try to offend as many people as possible.
ain't that the truth?
I know. It's Mel Brooks' tactic. If you offend everyone, you offend no one.
I mean,
Yeah,
It's a
it is.
solid
It is.
strategy.
Everybody's sick. In fact, my sister was texting me. She had to be taken to the emergency room. She's down in South Jersey. She got a stomach virus and passed out because of dehydration. I mean, this has been like some kind of a weird, bizarre. Every bug that's out there is like a mutant bug. Yeah, it's rough going. But
Hmm.
anyway, you guys sound great. You look good too.
Thank you.
Hmm.
I actually took care of my hair this time. Looks nice.
Your hair does look good, and congratulations on the broken glasses again.
Oh,
So
God damn it.
there's a certain amount of consistency in your life, Christian, which I applaud you for. To be
Yeah,
honest with
It's
you,
a look. Everybody wanted it back. Okay, there we go.
yeah, sure.
But so did you, man. You got the beard back.
I did, and
Woo!
yeah, I
The
know,
full
right?
beard.
So
So I think we're back to the consistency of the beginning of this show. You got your beard back. I got my broken glasses back.
wait a minute. I think I shaved before then, didn't I? 'Cause
No, you had it in the beginning.
did. I really?
I don't think so. I don't think you've had
No.
a beard for over a year. But by the way,
Yeah.
thank you to Chrissy and Chris McDonald. Sorry for my background today. I know it's not Christmas anymore. I'm not
But it's
that
just
out of
so
it.
good.
Yeah.
But I just love it so much that yeah.
No, I'm with you on that. I adore that art
Mhm.
piece. It's so good.
It is fantastic. And
Now does Muppet Zap have the beard? I can't see because I can't get out.
No,
of
he
the-
doesn't.
No,
But
it doesn't.
Oh,
He-
we got to do a version of Muppet Zap with the beard.
you know what? Actually, it's really funny because I've always worried about doing that. And I plucked. Have you ever done that?
like
the
pluck
eyebrow?
one and then it starts to come in.
Yeah, but then you stop it, and because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a unibrow because my family typically Slavic, so
Mhm.
Mm,
very hairy, and I'm not typically like gorilla-ish in the hair. I mean, I trim this up and I make sure it looks clean,
Mhm.
but I don't have an overwhelming abundance of like neck hair or back hair or chest hair.
You're not Bigfoot.
No,
you don't
I
have
am-
Bigfoot in your
I
lineage.
am not. I am neither Wolverine nor Bigfoot nor Ron Jeremy,
Uh,
which we're also going to bring up in a couple of minutes.
Oh,
I was
Um,
going to say that's an interesting cohort.
Segue?
Right there.
Yes. But no, it's just one of those things. And they gave me a unibrow. And I'm like, hey, you know what? If I could look like a Muppet with unibrow, I would be okay with that.
I mean, listen, I don't. If someone were to come in here after making those characters and they
Mhm.
had that as be a part of it, I wouldn't be offended. Like, I would just be so ecstatic to have a Muppet version of myself that I wouldn't think twice about
Oh,
it.
hell yeah. Oh, my God. If anyone out there who's like a Muppet maker, if you want to make the Muppet
Versions
Kristen,
of us.
Julia, and
I'll
Michael,
make a whole. I swear to you, if anyone actually does this, I'll make a whole live from the Secret Stash Muppet Show style intro.
we'll do it. Oh, my God.
I'll
we
do
will.
it in a.
That'd be so
You
a
can,
heartbeat.
I'll do it. I'll.
I'll teach you how to do it. It'll be all professional.
Ah.
Look at the puppy.
Good night,
Oh,
everyone,
Doc.
Doc.
Oh, Doc.
Doc
Is
will
it-
climb up
That's
a
the
little
same. That's Doc who wouldn't let me sleep.
bit. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that's
Doc
Doc
who
who
let you
sleep.
That's Doc who jumps on my
friend.
balls every morning. Every morning, jumps right in my crotch. You
Good thing we're done with our kid having. I don't need any of that
Yeah, I
stuff
know.
anymore.
know what they say, honey? Once you get the seeds out of the package, you throw the package away. So
Oh my god.
Don't do that to me.
all right, well,
You
you should-
took her camera out, man.
I know you should go home. You should have like experiencing technical difficulties with like the drunk technician.
Oh, don't do that. Not
Mike
that-
looking like the I'll be sure Muppet. You're back.
I'll do it. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's my boys from US Comics. I love you guys.
Oh, that
Chris
was-
and Mike did an absolutely amazing for the 12 hours of Christmas on what app? Whatnot. Oh, that wasn't. Yeah. Well,
fun
I
with
know
that
Michael.
with them.
Michael was over there. I was sick with my first round of sinus infection, so I was quarantined over at the office. No one wanted to see or hear me. But Michael was great at facilitating, and it was fun as hell. Anybody who didn't get to see Kevin and Jay host the Whatnot auction, you missed a great time.
You did.
They
And
were having a blast, and it was a blast to watch them.
and I truly appreciate the Whatnot app. I love the platform. I really do. But I'm gonna say it's very stressful because I need
Oh my God, Elaine, you can't say something like that and not deliver, dude. That would be amazing. Christian, you got to see what Elaine just wrote.
I bet I could make Muppets of you guys. It would take some time
Oh.
to fabricate.
Ellie.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Ellie. Oh my God, Ellie. I love Ellie. Ellie, who has that's her art of us. That's in the fan art section of the Secret Stash.
Chrissy Wiseman is serious too. We can just get a whole troop made.
Oh my God, you kidding? I would love to have doubles.
See now,
I would love that.
no, but here's the thing: we get regular Muppet versions of ourselves, but then we get a couple of people to commission one of Sweet'em style Cousin Johnny.
Oh,
Oh, fuck yeah. That would be
Imagine walking in here with a fucking
Oh,
giant
yeah,
Cousin Johnny puppet.
Snuffy Kiss Johnny. How awesome would that be?
Who could do the Swedish? Who could do the chef?
Who would be the Swedish chef in this
Yes.
troop?
Who could be the Swedish chef? Come on, Michael. Do your
Oh my God! No, I would not be the Swedish chef. Why don't we give it to Matt?
No, Johnny would be the Swedish chef. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Moving.
See, if we're doing our own versions of Muppet characters, I could totally see O'Donnell being like the kind of the Swedish chef. Because well, listen, one, he works with his hands. Two, instead of the Swedish accent, you just have the straight Jersey accent. Just-
Job and Juven. Yeah, you can do that, sure. I can see him being like the how about the Irish carpenter?
oh my god!
That'd be great, wouldn't it? With the hat and the
Chrissy has a life-size Jack Skellington doll. Oh my gosh! I love
Oh.
Jack Skellington.
That's dope.
I am the
I
person queen.
honest to God, you had one.
You think?
Yes, I actually did. You're right.
Wait a minute. Ernie
I did.
O'Donnell is Scooter all day. I don't know if I
No.
see that.
No, I don't see Scooter.
I don't see Scooter.
No.
if anyone's a scooter, to be completely honest, it is probably me. and that's just the truth. I'm always helping you guys whenever I can.
Yeah. I can say, you know what? You're actually a very good scooter.
I mean,
I can see Chris Covert being, and Chris is on sort of the.
yeah. Who's our Gonzo?
Gonzo would be. Oh my God. Who would be Gonzo? Just like a chicken fucker. 'Cause that's what Gonzo is. I'm sorry.
Just
Kristen,
getting straight to the point.
is it,
Gonzo's the chicken fucker. All right, there we
when
go.
Have I ever? When have you ever known me not to speak right from the hip? Oh my God, Gonzo. Who would fuck a chicken?
Jason Mewes?
No, I would never. No, you can't do that to poor Jay. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Matt has dibs on Fozzie Bear.
Yes, Matt. That you'd be a great Fozzie Bear. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Waka waka waka. I don't. Matt is Fozzie only because you wanted to be Fozzie there, Matt.
Okay, who's Animal? And it's Jay.
Jay'd be Animal.
Jay would be Animal. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Of
Oh
course.
my God. I want to make this version of the Muppet Show so badly. You guys better not be shitting me with this, like you could build a puppet thing. Because I'll reach out and we'll make a freaking View Askew Muppet Show. It'll be fantastic.
So
Oh.
is Kevin Kermit the Frog?
No.
Mm-mm.
No. Kevin would be.
Come
Well-
on, guys, help us out.
No. Let's. You know what? Let's table this
He's
for a
Frank
second.
Oz. He's
Let's
Frank
table
Oz.
this
He's got a
because-
stand up every
No, we're
week.
going off on tangents, and that's not where I really wanted to go.
Kevin is Rolf? I don't see that.
I don't
per
see that
se.
either. So stop.
All
You
right,
gotta
we
full
got to
stop
table
here.
this conversation.
Holy crap!
Because this is actually
it would take us. This is a fucking Muppet hole. We're falling down the Muppet hole. Is what we're doing.
listen. I would love to do this anytime, but we have
Anytime
a show
we're
to
not
do.
on the air,
I-
it's time to face the music. It's time to light the lights. All right, so we're done with Muppet Talk.
We're never
Muppet
truly
Talk.
done with Muppet Talk.
You're never truly done with Muppet Talk, but let's talk about some stuff.
Let's talk about some stuff. How you been, boss?
I've been good. Did you have a very happy New Year?
I did. It was really fun. I went to I was working the
Kevin
New
event.
Year
Yeah.
event. It was so fun to ring in the new year with a whole bunch of good people. Saw some great people. Friggin' it was a good time. I hope
Awesome.
that they continue to do that. That's a really fun tradition.
Mm.
Yes. Okay. I get that. I do not go out on, especially that New Year's Eve. That New Year's Eve was foggy.
Yeah.
I mean, really, really foggy. Like the entire day was nothing but fog.
it was not a fun drive home.
I have no doubt in my mind. And I don't trust people. I don't trust people because for too many years, we considered that amateur night.
Mm.
You had a bunch of drunks out there who don't know how to handle their liquor, and they go driving. They don't like do the smart thing and grab Ubers.
Mm.
Meanwhile, Uber is literally like, "We'll give you a $20 credit.
Yeah.
Use our service.
Yeah.
Don't."
Although
Don't-
I saw some people that were commenting about how Uber was ridiculously expensive. I mean, some folks are trying to get taxis and Ubers, and
You know what's ridiculously expensive? A DWI. That's ridiculously expensive.
that's true.
Or,
How
crashing.
late did we make it, Michael? I think 1 year, 3 years ago, we actually stayed up till midnight.
Yes.
This year, what was it? Was it 9:45?
This year we almost made it to 10 o'clock.
Oh man!
I know. You know what? Ming always made fun of me for, not being the guy who hung out and, stayed out late. Whenever we went to cons, I was not the guy, except there were times when I was the guy. There were times, especially down in New Orleans, we went to a con down in New Orleans. Ming left he tapped out at 2. I stayed out till like 5.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I'm really surprised to hear that.
I know. Well, it was so much fun. We were having a blast just going because everything was open. And
See, that's the dangerous game is when everything's open and you're having a great time.
Oh yeah,
It's like you don't realize what time it is.
right. And we were hanging out with people from American Horror Story season 1.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, or season 1, season 2. What was the freak show?
Freak Show. Wait, no. Freak Show season 3?
Season
Correct
2,
me
I
if I'm
think.
wrong in the comments, guys. Season 2 was the Asylum?
Okay, Naomi Grossman. Whatever season Naomi Grossman was like the Pinhead girl.
Pinhead Girl. Okay. I'll be honest, I fell off of American Horror
Okay.
Story after a certain point.
I got you.
It kinda,
A lot of people did.
like it was the same with Walking Dead for me. Like there was just kind of like a jump the shark kind of moment,
Well,
and I was just like, I think I'm done.
They finally hit the law of diminishing returns for you. Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
So
So Emmett asked, "What's new for the stash in 2023?" So before my mind goes completely to mush, because I can kind of feel it kind of falling apart as I listen to you guys speak. I'm becoming more mesmerized by reading the comments and listening to you speak than I can think. I just want to throw it out there, right? So we've got this Saturday. We have
yes, please.
Joshua.
Josh Warner.
Warner, I said my brain is mush. Josh Warner, who is the co-founder and he's the creative director and a bunch of other titles. He's a great guy for Source Point Press, which is I wouldn't say it's brand new, but it's a newer publishing house.
Yeah, it's an
And
indie comic book
they've got
company.
some great titles. The Winchester House is acclaimed.
Winchester
and-
Mystery House, yeah.
Mhm. And
Which has been on our
Top five.
Top
A
five.
couple-
that's on the top five. And he'll be it's something about Cleaver County, and I'm blanking on the
Yes.
name, and I didn't write it down.
Curse of Cleaver County.
The Curse of Cleaver County. He's done a special very limited edition Secret Stash exclusive cover, which he will sign for free at the Stash if you come to visit us at the Stash. And he's bringing a bunch of other stuff. Hell of a nice
Buy
guy.
the comic, of course, folks.
You-
Come
you
on.
buy the
You
comic.
buy the comic.
Yeah,
and you get
it's a
the
deal.
signature for free. Right. Exactly.
And then you get to ask the guy questions. Like,
And you
come
get to ask him all about how he became a creator, what he loves about it, about publishing, about comics. Yeah. So it's going to be a great time. Open till close, 11 o'clock to 6 this Saturday. It's our first in-store event, free and open to the public. So please come and join us. We've got Secret Stash Press is rolling along. Quick Stops number 3 is, we got that out the door yesterday. Masquerade number 4 is going to drop the week of the 14th. So that's going
It
on.
drops on the 11th, babe.
Oh, it drops on the 11th? Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't keep track. They've changed the publishing.
As a matter of
deal
fact,
multiple times.
speaking of which, Christian, I'm going to hold this up.
yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
say,
yes. I think we may.
This came in today. I
Might we
can't fix the
know?
date, but
Might-
I'm going to get Kevin to. Well, Kevin's going to be signing a bunch of them
Yeah.
so we can get them out. But
Might
this,
we know the cover artist a little
I
bit?
think we might know the cover artist.
Hmm,
one
I
and
think we
only
might.
Sarah Bellicose.
This is Sarah Bellicose. I actually had her. She signed the very first comic she signed was mine.
Really?
So yeah, we have our own Sarah Bellicose
That
signed.
is awesome. I am so happy about that. That is great.
On a side note, I'm just acknowledging Ed Weird. Ed, I need you to message me those lyrics. I'm probably going to use them for this Muppet video eventually because they're damn good. Okay. I love that Sarah signed that. I love that that's Sarah's cover. I'm so proud
Yeah.
of her. Like when I finally got to, because I hadn't seen it yet. Like you guys had seen it, but I hadn't seen that one yet.
Right.
And just to finally like hold it, I was like,
Pretty
fuck
cool,
yeah,
right?
that's my friend. That's so dope.
Mhm.
And we did the same thing for Chris McDonald, didn't we? We held up his.
Yeah. We
Good.
held up
Okay,
all
I'm
our
just making
brothers.
sure because I see Chris going,
Chris did
"Yay!"
a
I'm
great
like,
job.
and I'm just making sure that he's not like being.
Hey, wait, you didn't leave me
Yeah,
out,
we
did you?
didn't- Yeah, you left me out. No, we didn't, Chris. We
No, we
talked
didn't.
all
We're
of-
good.
I think we kissed your ass.
Chris and Chrissy did a great job.
They
did a
sure
great
did.
job
And
on
Chrissy.
their cover. Mhm.
Oh, good. Oh man.
Yep.
So, do you want to go into this a little bit? Mike?
Let's do top 5 first. Actually,
do-
no. Pull up on here, please.
Pull up on here.
Or
the-
side by side.
Oh, you have to look at my list of topics.
side.
We have to talk about.
Right, then
we
can
have to
can
talk
we
about
like
stuff,
do
yeah.
one after the other? Hold
Yeah.
on one second, honey. I want to just do this. Can pull this up, please, because I was just
What do you want me to start with?
with the Dave's
bread?
Killer Bread. So I don't know if anybody out there is a fan of Dave's Killer Bread. This is Dave, and he makes killer bread. Dave went into Dave's family was they were bakers. That was the family bakery, and Dave Dave ran afoul of the law a little bit, shall we say. And he ended up in the pokey. He ended up in the pen. So he was in their bakery. So, and I was walking by, I had a loaf at our house, and I'm walking by and I'm like, holy shit.
You scared Julia away.
I did. I'm sorry, baby. And I looked and I'm like, oh my God, this guy looks like Ron Jeremy.
It
And-
I'm not going to be able to like unnotice that
Yeah.
now.
So Dave's Killer Bread and Ron Jeremy. So
There you go, guys.
yeah, I know.
That's the information that I needed to know. Now you're stuck with it.
Yeah, seriously. So you'll never be able to unsee Dave's Killer Bread and not see Ron Jeremy in there. And if anyone ever watched an 80s porn, you're going to be like, oh, crap. And
What do you
it's
mean,
just gonna
80s
ruin
porn? He's the star of Ghostbusters, damn it.
Yeah, well, for me, that Ghostbusters was porn. 1984 porn. It was great. It was Ghostbusters porn. It was
Don't make
pop
this fucking
culture.
weird, man. Weirder
Yeah, I
than
was gonna say I hate to.
You know,
I
you're
hate
the
to
one
drag-
who dragged poor Ghostbusters in this.
I drag you off the train track.
cameo. Nah, don't ruin this for me.
You dragged poor Ghostbusters
Mr.
in.
Zapsik, can you go please get Masquerade issue number 3 and hold it up and congratulate Chris and Chrissy, because I'm tired of seeing them in the thread.
No, you didn't. You bad. Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
We
Mhm.
did.
Go back. We did. All right, hold on. I've got to go.
All right, fine, Chris. Come on.
That felt.
Mhm, mhm.
Sounded even better.
Clip it, because we're not doing it again.
I will go back and I will find the episode where
I
we
know you
did.
will. I know you will. Mhm.
We shout out everybody we love. And Chris, we talk about you a lot on this goddamn show. So eat shit. Come on. He knows I love him.
Mhm.
Chris has actually been very helpful. I'll give him a shout out because I haven't officially announced this project yet, but he's been very helpful with a certain thing.
All right, this is Chrissy Wiseman of the Green Hair Chrissies and Chris McDonald's cover.
And you could tell. And it's fucking awesome.
That is pretty damn awesome. So, Chrissy and Chris, congratulations.
And we always support our fellow creators. So they are proudly on the wall because fuck yeah.
And that's the Secret Stash variant. This is available nowhere else. Nowhere else. Go figure.
Mm.
So you pulled that back up again.
It was right there, and I was just trying to click
All right,
away.
cool.
But what else is there? Jules sent me like a list of some
Yes,
stuff we
so
could
she wants to talk about.
I did. I did.
So- Oh, this was interesting because I didn't know about this. Congressman Robert Garcia is sworn in
Oh,
on a
yes.
Superman #1 comic.
Yes.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah, this is a really cool story. So
We saw that last
Democratic
night. That was pretty cool.
freshman, congressman had he had a picture of his parents who passed away from COVID. He had what else was in there, hon?
He had his
His citizenship
citizenship papers, picture of his parents,
and
copy of Superman #1, which he got from the National Archives, so it's the real.
the Library of
Real.
Congress, which
Oh,
it's
Library of Congress?
entirely possible that
Mhm.
that copy of Superman #1 is Steve Geppi's.
Really?
Yes,
That really?
because Steve
Oh.
Geppi donated a huge number of comic books to the Library of Congress.
Mm-hmm.
So that it's always preserved, or at least those comics are.
Those comics will always be, up until a nuclear war, they will be in the.
Now,
What the hell was that? And I was like, oh my god, is my wife dying?
you all right, Jules?
That's why I said now you know why I stay here. I try to mute. Sometimes it takes me by surprise. It's like a sneak attack cough.
Copy that.
So,
What a
Mhm.
pimp move. I agree. That is a freaking pimp move.
Yeah.
That's a ballsy move. That's awesome.
Has he had any like backlash from it? Has anybody been bitching?
no,
Because like that's fucking awesome.
who knows?
That's cool.
no, because it. You know what?
You know, it'd be great if like all these congressional people try to one up each other, and eventually you have someone who like flies down in the Iron Man suit and just like takes the oath with the with the Iron Man suit on. That'd be so good.
That would be pretty cool.
That
but
is so badass, man.
But Michael, what comic book would you put your hand on when you're being sworn in as
That's a good question.
yeah,
That's cool.
Christian, I want to know what book you're putting your hand on too.
Ooh. Does it has to be a comic book?
I mean, I guess if we're staying with the theme,
Yeah,
Michael,
it's gotta be-
Okay.
what about the first comic book that you ever had a letter appear in, Michael?
No, I would. That's lovely, but no.
Hmm.
What I would put my hand on is Avengers 151.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that's the one that cemented me as a comic book fan. That's the one that hooked me.
Okay. Screw you, Chris.
Masquerade's 3 stash variant cover. That's a good answer. But mine is probably, and it's not catering, I promise. It's Kevin's Green Hornet comic, #1, because that was the first ever comic I bought here. And it was the first comic I had ever bought in a very long time.
Okay.
And I loved reading that book.
All right.
So
Okay. Very
shut
very
up.
cool.
Come on, man. Leave me alone. I genuinely love that book. So leave me be.
All right. Good enough.
No fun.
I'm very much fun. So,
All right. What else we got?
what else you got?
Whatever I want to talk about. I don't really want to talk about much.
Oh,
Beard
I
is
think
back.
that Michael wanted to show a few choice bits from his new favorite Twitter crush.
Oh, Super 70 Sports?
Super 70 Sports. Yeah, if you want to go to Super 70 Sports.
That's what I'm.
I do. I love these guys. And this is like so up my alley because it is just. And I even retweeted one of their things for today. Was it today or yesterday? It was Ted Knight. Ted Knight is tits because Ted Knight is tits.
So what is this page essentially?
It's got 70s sports, but it's also got 70s and 80s pop culture on there. And
Damn, that
he
is
likes
Elvis.
he likes to talk about the sweet bastards, and that's what he got like right here. And they've got some
Hey!
really kick-ass like Boar's Nest T-shirts.
I love that. Smells
I mean,
good.
tell me that stuff isn't like just badass.
When your sweater game is so strong, the ladies are afraid to approach you.
Shit, yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's fucking.
I mean, these
great.
are all great.
I can't fix baseball with one decision, but if I was commissioner, I would mandate bullpen carts.
Oh shit, yes. Oh, that would be awesome.
I like this page. This
It's
is
a great
cool.
stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
he does like the old a lot of old ads and a lot of
Mhm.
oh my god.
Singing. I'm taking. It took everything in me to not like hum it a little bit. The different theme song.
Oh, I've got it going in my head.
Oh, you have to go down and look at the Johnny Cash one. I like that one.
The one time, wait, what was it? The one time when Johnny Cash was like, "Not only is my career not over yet, I'm about to elevate the badassery to unprecedented levels."
Oh, Johnny Cash was
Yeah.
the man.
Oh my god! You know, there's a very underrated track that he was a part of. That's basically "Devil Went Down to Georgia" Part 2. And he's like the narrator of it, and it's awesome.
Are
if
you
you
going to
ever-
share that with me?
Yeah, I'll show you
Alright,
with that
good
after the show. That's a great That's a great song.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
This is dope. It's a great. If you
Kind of addictive, yeah.
this will be our like media mention of the week.
You realize you realize someone's eventually going to do this about like the 90s and like
Of course they are.
2000s. This and that's
But
gonna
it's
make
not
me
gonna be
so
as-
sad.
It's not going to be as epic as this.
No.
Well, although they did that.
Oh, I love this page. Guys, go follow it. Tell
I
us-
actually got the Remember Kids, Electricity Will Kill You. I actually got that from Mitch for Christmas because he's an electrician now. Yeah, he loved it.
oh my god. Wait, that's like an actual vintage ad. Like,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
real-
it is. It is.
So this
Yeah.
guy's making T-shirts off of shit that other people made. He's brilliant. I love him. He's awesome.
Yeah, this is worthy of a follow.
Oh, I don't. You should have been. I'm surprised you didn't go like
I
5
didn't know
tweets
about
ago.
this page.
No, 5 tweets ago. For God's sakes,
This is so good. I
Cool.
actually really do want to remember.
you
kids.
will wander. This is
Yeah,
like
I can keep going.
this is the
That's-
Muppet Hole League all over again.
Oh my god!
What
I
else
love
you got
them.
for us?
What else we got, Jules? The top 5.
Let's do top
Why not?
5.
Let's do top 5.
Just so casually, like
Top 5 because we're gonna do this. I want you're gonna reread. We're gonna go up to the middle of this.
Sweet. So it's time for top 5.
Time for top 5.
Top 5! Top 5! Top 5! Yeah! Top 5! Top 5! Top 5! Yeah! Top 5!
5 here, brought to you by me. We don't have a sponsor for
Yeah,
top
no, no,
5.
no.
I'm like top 5, sponsored by no one in particular. but,
Actually, you could mention Bodner's auction.
yes, I can.
And our friend Joe
Brought to you by
Bodner.
Bodner's Auction. Bodner's Auction, where you should go and
Actually,
buy
you
lots of
were
shit.
first. Actually, Michael, take a small break and we'll do a little commercial for Joe Bodner because
Yeah, let's.
didn't you have someone come in today with a treasure trove of
Oh
really
dear
good comics?
Lord, yes. So,
Yes.
listen, I love to buy stuff for the stash. I absolutely adore when people come in
No.
here. I do, and
Wow.
I love spending Kevin's money. It's just so much fun.
I would imagine.
Yes, but there are times when people bring in a box that I just can't. Kevin can afford, but I can't. And that today was one of those days. Today,
treasure trove.
Fantastic Four #1.
You're gonna make Scott Hoverman cry. He just
What?
tuned in. So
Hello, Scott Hoverman.
Is
I'm-
that
our
in
buddy from
store?
Avengers #1.
Yes, what baby?
Amazing Spider-Man #1. Amazing The Avengers #4. First Captain America in the Silver Age. Fantastic Four #4. First Submariner, Namor the Submariner. I'm old school. Namor the Submariner.
Just keep going.
And so many beautiful books. He had gorgeous books. First Skrulls, first Doctor Doom, that was #5.
Oh my god.
He did not have Bummer of Bummers. He had Avengers 1, 3, and 4.
Oh wow.
I know. I would have loved it if he had #8 and the very first Kang.
Oh, that would have been that would have been great. But
Great.
Michael, why do you
They were raw.
why did you
I love
recommend
them.
why did you recommend that the gentleman give Joe Bodner at Bodner's Auctions a call?
Because there, like I said, there are going to be times.
Fantastic Four #1.
These are amazing books. And they were in for 60 some odd year old books. They were in okay shape.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think
I
they'd be
also
graded?
recommended he get in touch with Darren Tucci up at Pressing Matters. Our friend Darren. He will clean and press books
Okay.
and bring the grading up, because when CGC or CBCS do their grading, they will, if you restore a comic book, if you actually
The right way. Yeah.
well, if you do it the wrong, if you restore a comic book,
Mhm.
like add color, try to bleach pages, mend rips, it goes under another category, which is a no-no, and it comes as like the restored grade, and it drops it down in value.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you clean and press, that is perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Those are things that CGC offers themselves. They will clean and press your stuff. But I personally would, with all my stuff, I send it to my friends up at Pressing Matters in Buffalo. Look them up on the interwebs at Pressing Matters, and it's Darren and Amy Tucci.
Yep.
Friends of the store, friends of this podcast, friends
They've
of,
tuned in before. Good
and they
people.
have, yes.
They have.
We
But
love
Joe Bodner is the head of Bodner's Auction.
Right,
It's a
but-
family-run auction house.
You can. You don't have to yell at me. I'm getting there. I'm just taking us on a little circuitous route. Hey, we fell down a Muppet hole. You can give me 3 minutes to
In the
tell
comic
me
hole.
my story. Yeah, exactly. So, and when I can't reasonably offer something there,
Yeah, that's
this is a lot of money. That
I would imagine so.
yes. So what I do is I will refer these people to Bodner's Auctions and have them get in touch with Joe Bodner. They're here in Edison, New Jersey, and they're full service. They go soup to nuts. They
Okay.
do the cataloging for you. They grade it, and then which is why I always recommend to send them out to be
to actually be professionally
Yeah.
worked on instead of just like
Yeah, and Joe and his team, they're really good, but they don't have the time to come in and clean your comics, clean and press.
Mm.
So send them out, send them back, unless you want to get them graded. Personally, I prefer raw books, but that's just me. And
Edward wants to know if you had to ballpark a figure.
how much was that box
for
worth?
that box?
For that box, I would go, no lie, 30,000, 30 to 35. Yeah, just in the grades that they're in. If they got,
I can make my own clerks with that.
yeah, you could make your own clerks, but that's not the amount of money that I can like throw out there.
Yeah, no.
So, and it's better for everyone involved. Joe, his rates are very reasonable. If you take it to a Heritage House, they usually take 40 to 50%
Mhm.
of.
They take a commission.
They take the commission on what the final value fee is going to be. Joe takes 35%. The reason why he's so good is because he's got a bunch of heavy hitters on his watch list. People who come to his auctions are people in the industry, people who buy.
People who legit watch.
Yes,
like
people who actually are out there going, you know what? Rather than get blue chip stocks, I'm going to get me some blue chip comics. Yeah. It's like
That's
you
cool.
you see all the time. It's like, hey, diversify your portfolio with gold or silver. The same thing. You can do that with comic books.
Okay.
So that for me is
Ed Weird said it best. 30K would make a lot of Muppets. Actually, Ed Weird, I'm about to break your heart. It'd probably make about 15 of them. Muppets are expensive to build.
gotcha.
But I agree with you. I would have so much fun with that. And then we got some sort of sale going on in the comments. Cool.
Gotcha.
I love that that's happening. Why not?
Did Scott sell stuff on the?
I think he just did.
Oh, what did he do?
I think
really want to see this. Oh, because I'll sell stuff.
I want a Stanley signed book. We have them for sale.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Go, Scott. Sell those books.
I love that.
You
love
kidding,
that
Scott?
that
Go to
just
town,
happened.
buddy.
Well, Scott's gonna make a big barbecue spread for us, so he has to get some dough because we're gonna eat him at a house and home when we go visit.
Yeah, that's true. So,
Weren't we going to do a top 5 thing?
yeah, we're gonna do top 5. But my wife, so lovely,
All right.
lovely, threw me down that the Bodner hole. We got a Bodner hole.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Number 1, Joe Fixit. Joe Fixit is this is by Peter David and Yildiray Sinar.
What's it about?
This is about the Hulk.
What?
The Hulk was Joe Fixit for part of Peter David's run back in the 80s and 90s. Joe Fixit he worked for Michael Benetti. I believe that was his name. Hold on. Where is his name? I just want to make sure. Michael Berengetti, which is a cool name. I was close. Michael Berengetti, who owned a casino. So Joe Fixit was his leg breaker.
Oh, he was the fixer.
Yeah, Joe Fixit was the Gray Hulk. After the Hulk got, he became more canny. He wasn't like the smart Hulk. He wasn't Doctor or Professor Hulk.
Because this isn't. That's not Banner. This is another.
No, this is Banner.
This is Banner.
This is Bruce Banner, and Bruce Banner after the Todd McFarlane run. He moved to Vegas. The Hulk was presumed dead. So Joe Fixit goes, creates a new identity as like a gangland enforcer, and it's the adventures of Joe Fixit. So it's actually pretty bad.
Disney Plus. That's how I want my next Hulk show.
There you are.
That's amazing.
Joe Fixit is pretty badass.
That's such a dope
Yeah.
premise for a book. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's the next one?
Next up is Dead Boy Detectives. Now, the Dead Boy Detectives are from the pages of Sandman. Sandman, when I'm just going to give you the premise of how these guys came to be. There was a prep school, and hell.
I see.
Sure. One more time, and then take a look. When Lucifer closed the gates of hell, the dead came back. And the dead from hell came back, and they started haunting people. And this kid was sacrificed to demons to summon them, and he died and he was never buried, and yada yada yada. And so he and his friend, who witnessed one kid died in like 1915, and one kid died in like modern times. I don't know what
each at different dates.
Yeah. But they became friends, and they decided to go. They found out that
they were murdered.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they found out that they didn't have to just haunt the place where they died. So they're like, screw this noise. Let's
go out.
Yeah, let's go out and do stuff. So they became the Dead Boy Detectives.
Whoa.
And this is the volley for serve.
That's an image I didn't.
And then we see Thessaly the Witch.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool.
I like this. This is a cool book.
It's very cool.
And that's number one
It's
of
numero uno.
Of an ongoing series or like a mini thing?
Seems to be ongoing. Doesn't say one of anything, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
Nice.
Batman 181. Chip Zdarsky's run has been really, really cool. We've got some new characters in here.
Like new characters or new to this line?
There's new in the DC universe.
Okay.
A character called Failsafe, and you can read all about it here.
In Batman 181.
Yes.
Awesome.
And Matt Kint, who Ming and I actually got to we talked to him at a con, and we did an episode of I Sell Comics with him. Yeah. And he was fantastic, but he does Spy Superb.
What a name.
And I am not going to spoil anything on this. Pick it up because it's pretty damn badass. And speaking of badass, my Marvel for the week is Scarlet Witch #1. Now, Scarlet Witch and the Vision, they've had many of their own little series.
Yeah, side stories and stuff.
1 or 2, 3, I believe. And the Vision had 1, 2, 3 of his own miniseries. But this is one of the rare occasions where Scarlet Witch is on her own. I think she did one back when she was in Force Works after the West Coast Avengers was canceled. But the really cool thing about this, and one of the reasons why I love this book, is it brings our friend from Westview, Darcy.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Darcy's boom. Right,
so this is kind of MCU adjacent or inspired?
Inspired. A little inspired.
A little inspired. I could dig that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And it's really cool because it also guest stars her big brother.
This is just a ham-fisted way of leading into this, but I love how they wrote Scarlet Witch in this book.
Oh, she's fantastic in this.
Speaking of which, so for those who remember and recall, Mike gave me some homework on the 30th episode.
Yes.
And I was able to read through half of it. I'm a busy guy, guys. Leave me alone.
You're busy, and you will read the rest.
I'm reading the rest tonight. I don't care.
Okay, so
I love this book. This is one of the coolest comic books I've ever had the pleasure.
Avengers: The Serpent Crown. So this goes from Avengers 141 to what is this? 149. Yeah, 141 to 144. It's got the Kang and Immortus saga in here. And then
so much fun.
147 to 149, because back in the day, folks, back when
Too
dinosaurs.
soon, Chris McDonald.
What is Chris McDonald doing now?
Oh my God, Chris, that's way too soon, bro. Jesus.
Oh yeah, that's horrible. Oh, you're a horrible human being.
Jesus, bro. Never go full Don Knotts.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you went full Don nuts.
He
Mm.
accused us of going
And
full
you
Don
went
Knotts.
full Don nuts.
God.
Jackass. So anyway, this brings some really cool elements to the surface. I think you had posited something to me before we went on the air. You're like, this should have been one of
Oh, so
the
I'm
storylines.
I'm a big fan of Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Love it too.
I thought that was one of the best animated Avengers shows ever done. The show that came after it, it was to me like no,
It was lightweight.
it was lightweight. Earth's Mightiest Heroes is on par with like Justice League Unlimited in
Yes,
my eyes.
very
It's
much so.
Brave
that-
and the Bold. Brave and the Bold. Yes.
Yeah.
It's on par with Brave and the Bold. Absolutely.
on par with Brave
except-
and the Bold. It's Man of Action.
Yes.
That's who created that show. And
But didn't they do the one that came after that as well?
I don't think so. I think that was just something else.
Okay.
You know what? I'll find out. Now I'm curious.
Yeah, that's
But that was Avengers Assemble.
yeah, Avengers Assemble. I was not my favorite because it also had, and I like Adrian Pasdar as he was the voice of Captain America.
It was Man of Action. Okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't as good.
yeah,
It
no.
didn't. Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It had
It had this umph to it.
yeah,
Like, also it had a kick-ass theme song. Like,
yeah,
up front.
that's true.
Oh man, I thought that like that was one of those shows where it was like, where was that? I was in early high school, late middle school, and I do recall coming home and being like, "All right, time to watch X-Men, time to watch Avengers," and it was a great show. But then you watch the follow-up, and it's like, what is
Meh.
this? It's like this is weird.
Yeah,
It's
like-
more MCU inspired, whereas this show was really its own thing that tried to stick to the books a little bit more.
but it also had some. It had the MCU vibe.
Yes, but like a sprinkle of it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: it's no disrespect to the MCU. It's cool when they do their own thing, but like when your show is like a direct descendant of that chaos,
Yeah.
it leaves a little bit of magic behind.
Hmm.
And there was something about Earth's Mightiest Heroes that had like a very specific kind of magic to it, and I loved that show.
Mainly because, and I know what you're talking about, because it wasn't grounded in real life. Because it was a cartoon and it knew it was a cartoon.
Yes, there you go.
That's what the Justice League had about it too. Because you had Superman, you had a guy who could fly who was bulletproof, and you're thinking to yourself, what can take these guys down? You know, what can blow Superman out of the sky? And if you're thinking it's Lex Luthor, you're wrong. Until Lex Luthor gets, pumped up with kryptonite, which he did.
And it kills him.
Spoilers. Yeah, and exactly. But it took him I mean, there was
Took him seasons.
there was a thread there.
Yeah.
It was a through line. How about that?
It didn't underestimate the intelligence of its audience. It
Right.
was like kids can understand that this is something that's been going on for a long time.
Right.
Like I would put a Justice League, Earth's Mightiest Heroes in kind of the same vein as like, this is an older show, but like Gargoyles. Because
Yeah.
Gargoyles was like hella mature for what it was, but it was still something that was like kids can understand what's going on here, but it's
Right.
we're still gonna give it our all in terms of storytelling.
Exactly. Or like the X-Men in the 90s and the
Yes.
Spider-Man show.
There's
Because those two,
Which, by the way, when is that coming back? I thought it was supposed to be released already. No.
no, honey, unfortunately, animation takes
forever.
forever.
Probably 2024,
Yeah.
2025, the latest.
Yeah, but they've got to do it.
Yeah,
'Cause,
but they're working on it. I
Yeah.
do know that they're working on it actively. But that being said, the reason why I brought that show up is because I think that there's a storyline in this book that should have been adapted into that cartoon.
Oh, hell yeah. But
And it's the idea of Hawkeye going missing in the American West.
yes, and he was time lost.
Time lost with Kang.
Yes, because Kang is a dick. And
Oh my
if
God,
there's one thing you need to know going forward from here, and going forward into the MCU is that Kang is a dick. No matter how noble he may think he is, no matter how
He's a prick.
Yeah, he's a douche. And
He's a supercilious douchebag.
yes.
He's super silly.
Well,
in
his
this
name is
book, but-
Kang the Conqueror. And, it's like your name is Dr. Doom. Now, two problems with that. Number one, Doom,
You're right, Chris.
go screw yourself. And number two, you ain't a doctor. Nobody gave you a doctorate. So you're Dr. Dickweed is what you really are. So,
Yeah, okay. That's very true. I just I was having so much fun reading this book.
oh my
though.
God, yes.
Like there was okay, and I mean this with love. It has there's moments in it where it has some mighty strong Batman 66 energy. Where like there's
Oh, hell
moments
yeah.
where there's moments of cheese, but it works. And it's so much fun.
Of course.
Like
'cause-
listen, there's a point where the Avengers get their ass handed to them by the Squadron Supreme.
Yep, Squadron Supreme, yeah.
Squadron Supreme, and they just put them in a cage that no one can get out of in the Avengers for some reason. Just a regular old looking cage, but like it's got some sort of tech or magic involved with it. The Vision couldn't phase out of it until they smartly put Captain America's shield in front of it, and then he was able to phase out. But I was like, that was what you were holding them with? I was like, you could have done better.
No, that
Should've
was
froze
still
him.
pretty cool. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, it
By
was.
the way, in case Mark Lamb is watching and listening, supercilious, behaving or looking as though one thinks one is superior to others.
Julia's word of the day.
Yeah. That's a great word,
Word
honey.
of the day.
Supercilious.
Yes,
There we
there you
go.
go.
So you're gonna finish reading this, and
I
then
am. I love this.
this
book.
is the Serpent Crown affair. Serpent Crown affair was from Marvel 2-in-1, and we're gonna have some stuff. Mike's Comics College is going to give you the advanced course on this one because when you're done with this next week, we're going to talk about the second half,
Mhm.
and then you are going to get the next book in this. So for right now, this was Steve Englehart, and George Perez.
Your boy did
my
the pencils.
boy George. He was amazing. This is very early George.
It's a beautiful book.
It's gorgeous.
Like, it's very well done when it comes to the artwork. And then
Can you buy that in the stash? Do we have any at the stash to sell?
I'm sorry, no, we do not. But I do have.
Kind of a tease,
you're
isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm teasing this, but
Mhm.
when next week when Christian gets his next lesson, that we'll have available at this stash.
Ooh, next week, can we do something? I know you wanted, I don't know if we're going to do it tonight, Michael. I know you said that you were thinking of doing one of the loot crates. as a
Oh, you know
giveaway.
what? We're
Maybe
going
we
to
can
do it
that
next week.
next week. And maybe we
Tease
can
it for
marry it
next
with
week.
Comics College. Yeah.
Yeah, and
what's this loot crate thing?
we're gonna
do?
do a giveaway.
Oh,
Yeah, doing our giveaway.
there we go.
We're gonna
That'll
give away.
be-
We're gonna do that random name generator or whatever.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
it was ever
By the way, I'm seeing a
Uh,
lot of people showing a lot of love for the new time. So, guys, Christian just walked in and he was like, "Fuck this shit! I'm not getting up early in the morning anymore for you dopes. I
yeah.
want to do it
He
at
said
night."
that. He said
And then,
Yeah,
you know,
I
we were like,
said that
"Okay."
word for word. I can confirm here. Yeah, no.
super
No,
silly.
we've been talking about it for a while, just like testing a new time to see how folks like it. So I guess I saw at least 3 people are giving the thumbs up.
We were there with your morning coffee. Now we're here with dinner,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I'm okay
or
with
after
that.
dinner coffee. That's right. Or your brandy. How about that?
Listen,
Brandy and cigars.
Here's the honest truth. I adore doing this show with you guys. I love being here every Wednesday. And like when on the occasion that I would miss a show, and I would feel terrible about that because I genuinely enjoy doing this. So to circumvent that and make that not happen again, doing evening shows is the best
Fantastic.
course for that.
And
moving
let's
forward.
give Dustin some love. We
Give Dustin
love
some
you,
love.
Dustin.
Thank you, Dustin.
So, but next week, this is my point is Steve Englehart. Steve Englehart does up to 150, and then the writing chores are taken over by Jim Shooter. And Jim Shooter was the editor in chief of Marvel back in the 70s and 80s.
Okay.
Back at a time when Marvel was a cohesive unit. Everything interlocked.
Everything was related one way,
Yes.
shape, or form,
Yes.
even if not directly stated.
Right. Because you had you knew that the Fantastic Four were in the Avengers universe. You
Mhm.
knew that the X-Men were in the Fantastic Four universe. You knew that the Inhumans were in the X-Men universe. You knew everything
You knew
was
everything was
interlocked.
linked. That's
Yeah.
it. No questions asked.
No. And it showed in everything that they did.
And if it was an alternate universe, they would let you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, but it was very cohesive. And Steve Englehart introduces one of my favorite characters ever in 150, or reintroduces.
The book after this one.
The book after this one. In 151, the one that I would take my oath of office with. Yes,
Okay.
my oath of when I take my oath of office, it will be on an Avengers 151, which reintroduces
Mike Zapsik, mayor of Red Bank, everybody.
Simon Williams, Wonder Man. And
Oh,
Steve
okay.
Steve Englehart had a very specific place he was going to take Simon to, and he never told anybody where it was. So we got what Jim Shooter gave us,
Okay.
as opposed to what Steve Englehart had planned to do. So it's pretty cool. And when you start reading the next book, I'm going to point some stuff out to you that you're going to be like, holy crap, that's amazing.
To point out a couple other things in the parts that I did read, though,
Yes, sir.
I loved the introduction because I'd never heard of this character until this book, Moondragon.
Moondragon's awesome.
Moondragon kicks ass.
She's a telepath. She trained on Titan.
She's hot.
She was she's a bald chick.
So?
You're just saying she's hot because you can see her boobies.
No, mind your business. Anyway, but no, I think she's dope. I like I've never heard of her until this book.
Okay, and I'm going to give you a little bit of background, which I did before. She started off in the was it Iron Man comics? It was Iron Man as Madame McEvil.
So she was bad before.
She was, well, not bad. Well, I mean,
Just
with a
drawn
name,
that way.
With a name like Madame McEvil, would you consider her bad? Yeah, she was bad, and she is supercilious. She is very supercilious, but she is also the daughter of Drax the Destroyer. Just so you know.
That was the bit of tidbit information that kind of blew my mind. That's the book I would love to read.
Yeah.
Now, one of the other characters that I'm assuming has a larger role moving forward is Patsy.
Patsy Walker, who
Patsy Walker.
I think I told you before this. Patsy had her own. She had her own comic book.
Hellcat.
It was no.
Is this Hellcat?
She becomes Hellcat in this, but before this, it was an Archie comic, Archie-esque comic.
I was about to say, wait.
So Millie the model and Patsy Walker were they were in Marvel's like teen line because they had romance comics and all sorts of really weird
offshoots and stuff.
Well, yeah, like they did Western comics.
Okay.
Which you got a taste of.
Which I really enjoyed.
Yes. And Patsy Walker crossed over she was actually invited to Reed and Sue's wedding. She was on the guest list.
Ah, nice. Another character that I had never heard of before this book, Immortus.
Immortus, he is an offshoot of Kang.
Which, in spoilers for a 1973 comic book, you witnessed the destruction of Kang, or at least I got to that point. I got a little bit after that.
You would think.
You would think. Dude looked like he got time melted.
You would think, but you would be wrong.
Oh, God. Kang returns somehow.
Kang returns. Oh, the next time we see Kang is, oh my God, it's horrible. Very horrible.
I do also love Thor in the West when
he's pretty badass.
When he's hanging out with Hawkeye, Hawkeye who's completely normalized himself to being in the West by this point.
He's naked,
but like Thor,
he's not wearing a shirt.
Thor trying to fit in to this time period is hilarious
because he's got long hair.
Yeah, and everyone's just kind of staring at him like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, seriously, holy shit, who's this dude?
Meanwhile, no one bats an eye for Moondragon because she's got that bonnet type thing.
Yeah, she looks like Nellie Olson.
But I love this book, man.
Yes, dearie. she's holding her hand up.
Yeah, no, I'm just letting you know, guys. This whole thing is kind of going to hell. So, good night, everybody. Thanks for
Adios,
tuning in.
Jules.
Well, we're going to be closing it up in a couple
know.
minutes anyway.
Feel better, all right? We'll see you next week. We love Jules, but we hate when she's feeling sick.
Yeah, we do. Especially me. So,
Oh, this had me rolling. It's one of the bandits encountering Knight Rider.
yeah.
Getting so scared, runs out of a cave, just bolted off of his horse
Yeah.
by a fucking branch without paying attention. I love this. It's just fun because when I was reading it, I was like getting into it. Like I was like, this moves. Like that's one of the things I love about comic books is that even with just still fucking images, you feel a wonderful rhythm and motion to these stories.
There's a pacing.
There's a great pacing.
Yeah.
And the way that it picks up in this book is cinematic.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying it should be adapted because it actually is like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And it's done very well. And I'm looking forward to reading the rest of it.
I'm
because
looking
this
forward
is
to having you read the rest of it. So
It's so much fun. And then
that teases
his goodbye. Oh my God.
There you go. It's Ramatut. And yeah. So
So good. But I can't wait to come back next week with more knowledge.
Oh,
on
hell
it.
yeah.
It's going to be good. Mike, I think this was a good show. This was a nice one, man. It was nice to be back here.
it was.
with you.
And it's nice to be, we're not like in the morning and not like just waking up.
Yeah.
This is like we're winding down and we're having some fun.
Yeah, I'm having a good time reading the comments. Thank you guys for letting us know that you really do like the new time. This is probably going to be it moving forward. And if anything
Yeah.
changes, we'll let you know on Twitter. I'm probably going to help launch some things to help support the show. Probably going to make its own Facebook page and a couple other things.
Oh, cool. And you know what we'll do? We'll do some we'll maybe pony up some dough and do some swag.
That's the plan.
Yeah, it's the
We
plan.
got some things in the works you guys are going to like. Never go full Don Knotts.
Never
go full
oh
Don
my
Knotts.
God, never go full Don Knotts.
I'll leave them with that. I think that's wise enough. You
I
never go
think
full
that's
Don Knotts.
never go full Don Knotts, folks.
Guys, have a great night. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Live from the Secret Stash. I am Christian Cortez, joined always by
Michael Zapsik, and I love you too. So we'll talk to you soon.
Take Care. Bye.
Hey kids, we're live at the Secret Stash with Mike, Julia, and Christian. It's the Hella Bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd button on repeat, and we're gonna smash. Come on in, I assure you that we're open. Shoot, polish all our signs, cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bringing out the big guns when we coming through.